My name is Robert Burck, but you probably know me as the Naked Cowboy. A lot of people are surprised when they find out that I'm running for mayor of New York City, but for those people who know me, it's really not that surprising. I've always wanted to live at Gracie Mansion, although I don't have all the details worked out yet. This is Gracie Mansion, right?
It's Gracie Mansion.
Does it come furnished?
I would imagine so.
Yeah. All right, thank you. I'm hoping this video gives you a better look at who I am and what I'm all about, and maybe you'll even write me in on November 3rd. I grew up in a suburb of Cincinnati called Green Hills, small town community, and it's a great little town, wonderful place to grow up. My father was a big influence on me because he was involved in politics. He was on city council. He's been a vice mayor at points, and he was even a vice president pro tem, which is Latin, and that obviously sounds pretty important. Basically, my childhood would probably be characterized more with not fitting in, unlike today. It was characterized more with juvenile delinquency, being just like a kid who had a lot of energy but no place to put it, Trouble got me more attention, so it was just up my alley to be a troublemaker. I don't know how it happened. Somewhere along the way, someone suggested a self-help book, which was called Unlimited Power, by the way, by Tony Robbins. And that book just completely made me aware of where I was in my life and that I had the opportunity to make decisions to take me anywhere that I might want to go. I got a job at TGI Fridays, and being a server in that community of workers every day, that was like life transforming for me, because that's where I learned to apply the person I wanted to be, in comparison to who I was. The story of the Naked Cowboy actually begins back in like 1998. Actually, I was shooting for a magazine, Playgirl magazine, go figure. And I had went out on Venice Beach on the boardwalk in order to work on being a country singer, which was a part of my repertoire. And I played in cowboy, attire, but I wasn't naked. I was in jeans, chaps, vest, and I was virtually ignored the entire day. And as a result of that, I was kind of moping around the photographer's studio, and he said, "Hey, Robert, why don't you play in your underwear? Do something different." Played in my underwear the next day, made the news, made over like $100 in my, guitar case. It was just like from zero to hero, and that's how it went. Naked Cowboy was born, and from that point on, it would be crazy to do anything else. I went to Nashville, Atlanta. I basically spent 2.5 years as a marketing campaign, a grassroots marketing campaign. It was basically a way to market myself at no cost. And that grassroots marketing campaign has created the global brand, Naked Cowboy, of which has now brought about this celebrity status whereby I can jump into politics. Doing more with less is the focal point of this campaign for me. Obviously, I am somebody who has done a great deal with nothing. If I can literally build a global brand with a pair of underwear, boots, and hat, think what I can do for the city of New York if I have all of its people and resources behind me. Most people don't know this, but I have a bachelor's degree in political science, so I do have, some formal education. Plus, I keep myself abreast on everything that's going on. I go out into the public every day and deal with every type of person in the world. Black, white, brown, plaid, it makes no difference, It's all cool. I know what's on the mind of all New Yorkers, from the hot dog vendor to the politicians. And on top of that, small business owners. And it's the small business owners that I want to concentrate on, because it's small business that's going to bring this economy back. My picture of being mayor is not driving around in a limousine, although I'll probably have a limousine. You're gonna have a guy that literally spends and loves to spend his time with the people. I've basically been politicking in Times Square for 10 years, and no one has not voted yes on a photo. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, is in California, he is what Hollywood stands for. You know what I mean? He exuberates the spirit of the place that he lives in.
You know, it wasn't like he was, you know, a serious politician all his life. I think Naked Cowboy New York City is even better. You know what I mean? It's just awesome, you know, a guy in his underwear who runs New York City, only in New York. It may be something that's never been done in the history of the world. It may make no sense, and that may be the very reason why we need to do it, for a real change. Been a while since I told you, babe, much I depend on the sweet love that you give. Seems to flow without end. Try to tell you what you mean to me.